Have you ever wondered how far one man can go in the name of bravery and sacrifice? Enter Witold Pilecki, a son of the Russian Empire, born in the dawn of the 20th century. His journey began as a young Polish soldier, eager to serve his country. His early life, while humble, was marked by a sense of duty that would soon be tested in the crucible of conflict. But little did young Witold know, his name would be etched in history for his extraordinary courage. Imagine voluntarily walking into the jaws of death, knowing well the stakes. Sounds incredible, doesn't it? Yet that's exactly what Witold Pilecki did. In the heart of the Second World War, during a Warsaw roundup in 1940, Pilecki made the unthinkable choice. He deliberately got himself arrested by the Nazis, his destination, the infamous Auschwitz concentration camp. A place where humanity was stripped away, Auschwitz was a living hell on earth. But for Pilecki, it was a mission. He wasn't there merely to survive, he was there to gather intelligence, to expose the horrific atrocities committed by the Nazis to the world. Life in the camp was brutal, filled with hardship and suffering. Every day was a struggle against starvation, disease, and the ever-looming threat of death. But Pilecki, even amidst such despair, never lost sight of his objective. He was a beacon of hope in a place where hope was a scarce commodity. With a heart full of courage and a mind sharp as a tack, he began to secretly compile details of the Nazi operations. He documented the horrifying medical experiments, the inhuman living conditions, and the systematic extermination of innocent lives. But he didn't stop there. He went a step further. In the belly of the beast, Pilecki plotted defiance. He set about organizing a resistance movement within the camp itself. It was a dangerous task, one that could cost him his life at any given moment. But Pilecki, in his unwavering bravery, pressed on. He rallied the inmates, fostering unity, resilience, and the will to resist amongst them. Against unimaginable odds, Pilecki managed to survive. He endured the unendurable, witnessed the unspeakable, and lived to tell the tale. The darkness of Auschwitz was deep and consuming, yet it could not dim his indomitable spirit. Against all odds, Pilecki survived, refusing to let the darkness of Auschwitz dim his indomitable spirit. In April 1943, after nearly 3 years in hell, Pilecki made his move. With unyielding courage and a daring spirit, he managed to escape the monstrous clutches of Auschwitz. His freedom, however, was not just for himself. He carried with him an infernal secret that the world needed to know. In the throes of freedom, Pilecki did not rest. He penned down his experiences, crafting what would come to be known as the Pilecki's reports. These were not mere accounts of his survival, but a horrifying revelation of the mass murders that plagued Auschwitz. He meticulously detailed the atrocities, the gas chambers, the merciless executions. His words painted a grim picture that shook the world to its core. Pilecki's escape was more than just a personal triumph. It was a daring defiance against the forces of evil. With his reports, Pilecki not only escaped the clutches of death, but also revealed the horrifying reality of the Holocaust to the world. But what happens when the world you fought for turns against you? In the aftermath of the war, Witold Pilecki found himself in the crosshairs of a new enemy. The Stalinist secret police arrested him in 1947, accusing him of working against the state. The man who had willingly walked into the fires of Auschwitz, who had exposed its horrors to the world, was now considered a threat to the very people he had tried to save. In a twisted turn of fate, Pilecki was convicted and sentenced to death. In May of 1948, the unsung hero met his end, not at the hands of the Nazis, but under the oppressive regime of Stalin. His story, like the man himself, was buried under the weight of political agendas and fear. Yet Pilecki's legacy refused to die. With the fall of the communist regime in Poland in 1989, the world began to uncover the truth. The details of Pilecki's life, his bravery, his sacrifice, slowly emerged from the shadows. His report, his testament to the atrocities of Auschwitz, became a beacon of truth in a world struggling to comprehend the scale of the Holocaust. Witold Pilecki, a man who walked into Auschwitz by choice and exposed its horrors to the world, was a hero whose story was silenced but never forgotten. So who was Witold Pilecki? A man of unparalleled courage, Witold Pilecki willingly walked into the jaws of Auschwitz, exposing its horrors to the world. His sacrifice, a testament to the indomitable human spirit, resonates through the annals of history. Today, Pilecki is posthumously recognized as a hero, his tale serving as a beacon of bravery in the face of unimaginable terror. Witold Pilecki, a beacon of courage and sacrifice, reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable horrors, the human spirit can triumph.